Hi, Cancer. Welcome back. Thank you for your support on this channel. The likes and subscriptions are deeply appreciated. Thank you so much. We'll dive on into your reading. All right. Cancer, messages for the Cancer people placements energy, Cancer people and placements. I was kind of noticing how maybe rising signs might be more relevant for people to watch as well, but just because transits tend to affect people by a rising sign level. Maybe your career is a big focus right now, or your long-term security, or your level of mastery, or your reputation in general. What is the role that you take on in the world? How are you exacting control over your life? How are you giving control away? What are you learning? How are you being more disciplined, making better choices with the lovers in the reverse? Maybe you're focusing a lot more on yourself at this time as well. Let's see. Cancer, messages for Cancer. Maybe there's a level of maturity as well coming in, or a better strategy regarding your finances, especially if you felt kind of a lack of success in those areas, especially if you're being overly negative in those areas, especially with authority figures, or a level of having to like father yourself, or like step into a more fathering energy, masculine energy. There could have been a storm or some kind of choice that was made that you're kind of reflecting upon, maybe realizing it could have been a choice that was rooted in patterns that just continuously happened to you. Maybe there's like an aversion to kind of making good choices or harvesting thing. Capricorn rules farming, so it's the opposite of Cancer in general. So these I always say you should move towards your polarity, right? So that we can unite everything in the universe and manifest from that balanced state of alchemy, right? So maybe there's a need, especially if you've been too much on the emotional side, to kind of step more into Capricorn traits, which are about erecting boundaries, becoming more disciplined, taking control back over your life, especially not seeing, controlling or authority figures as the enemy, but actually becoming one. So there could be a call to kind of step more into leadership in general, or conflict or something like that could be happening as well. Masculine energy again. Maybe there's masculine you're involved with in a level of having to maybe fight. You can see all the red sparkles with the light shining through their hands. Maybe you're coming to this realization where you need to step more into your aggression, into your power, into your masculine side, into everything that Mars represents. We do have the Aries North Node at this time, so it is, if you're moving towards Aries qualities and traits at this time, which is being independent, being all about you, yourself, and you, being quite selfish, that is probably going to align you with your destiny or good karma because it's something unfamiliar to you. And it's with Chiron there too, so we're actually healing out of wounds that we've encountered in those whatever Aries rules in your chart, depending on your rising sign, of course. So yeah, maybe you need to apologize to yourself. I feel like he's kind of focusing on himself. I don't think he needs to apologize to anybody else. I think you need to apologize to yourself, maybe ways that you've kind of need to come to better understandings about the relationships you involve yourself in, or how you actually step into relationships. Are you giving away all your power or not? So let's see, messages for Cancer. Cancer people placements, best advice. We have Wiseman, so maybe you're dealing with somebody older than you. A lot of Saturn energy here, right? Poinsettia, these are about going through the darkness and coming out even with more red in your life. When the poinsettia is grown in the dark, I believe it comes out with more red. So there's a real focus on the color red here. Maybe you need to be more wise and pull away from emotions, which is what the color blue can involve, kind of the feminine aspect, which Cancer is ruled by the moon, the mother, the feminine, right? And step more into the father archetype, more into the power, into the Mars energy, into aggression, into testosterone type vibes, into more direction, self-direction, and self-mastery, and self-conquering, and going towards what you desire. Messages for Cancer, messages for Cancer. So yeah, you could be re-strategizing or thinking about how you actually communicate with people. Which social networks are you allowing yourself to become emotionally involved and invested in, especially love dynamics as well here. Maybe there's a sense of burden in your love connections. Maybe these things have always kind of pulled on you in negative ways. And there's a need to come out of self-sadness or depression so that you can move towards seeing your options, or seeing maybe ways you can come to heal yourself or something like that. Maybe you need to pull away from people and make sure you're not falling for things that are not good for you. A lot of people can be quite superficial, right? So it's important that you're nourishing yourself, and from that sense, then you can attract the right partner and the right decisions and choices towards you. Removing self-imposed restrictions or ways that you've thought about socializing with others so that you can step into new paradigm shifts and see your social connections more clearly. And you might even have to cut some people off as you kind of protect your passions. And maybe you have to do this in a kind of more strategic way. There could be people around you that are causing conflict with you in some way, shape, or form. They don't want you to move forward. They're scared about you investing in new endeavors and adventures. So you might need to do this in a more quiet, strategic way, a more deceptive way, perhaps even, to protect your interests and who you get emotionally invested in. So yeah, this will lead you to help, to self-happiness, and to help, perhaps. Maybe there are a lot of spirits around you that want to guide you and help and assist you and put you in front of the right people as well. So messages for Cancer. Cancer. a wish is granted. So the more that you lean into your Empress energy, pouring into yourself, embodying that yin energy, attracting all that you desire, that could really help you. Maybe there's a need to be more aggressive, especially if you're a person that's kind of been a people pleaser in the past. That could be changing, especially in regards to your career. Maybe you need to advocate for yourself more in your career to thread your intentions into reality. You could have been dealing with maybe an authority figure or an older masculine in your life really likes you. Actually, they've made this clear to you. There could be some kind of successful outcome to your problems regarding this, especially in a new job or career, and this will help improve any kind of financial instability you might have been facing, allow you to take control over your finances once again. I think we'll pull one of these and close it out. Cancer, messages for oh Lord. Weight of the world, exactly. You could have been taking on burdens emotionally from other people that you had no need to, and so you're kind of cleansing that out of your life. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. These could have been careers that weren't suiting you, or wishes or dreams or authority figures even that were kind of stopping you from actually meeting up with the right people, maybe even. Great worry over nothing. Okay, interesting. Maybe there's a need to reflect upon any conflicts you've had as well. You could have been around sharks or predators of some sort. They could have been sensing weakness or insecurity, especially in your lack of ability to assert or kind of be the leader in your own life. And it looks like you could be a younger man or an older man as well. You could be forming something better in your life just as a result of this pressure that you've gone through, becoming more structured, more disciplined, more Saturnian yourself, assuming the wise man archetype more so. And marriage, interesting. So, I mean, Saturn and the wise man can also mean commitments, business contracts, a lot of Libra energy, especially with the solar eclipse 2 days ago. I think I'm going to go ahead and read this card for you guys, though. It seems quite relevant here. Wise man, okay. This could be specifically in your daily routine, health, job, career, and self-esteem, finances, pouring and nurturing yourself, pouring into yourself. Intellect, power, and conviction. Wise men guide you to use your logic and intellect at this time. So again, kind of pulling away from emotions more into a logical side of things. There are times to be driven by the heart and emotion, but there are also times when your convictions, beliefs, what you know to be right serves as the North Star. This is one of those times pulling wise men is a sign. You need clarity of mind to navigate your situation. Don't allow emotions to color your judgment. Be decisive and take control of your situation. So leaning into that Capricorn dichotomy of Cancer. If you're naturally very Cancerian, always go to the opposite polarity to help balance yourself out, right? Especially if you're way too nurturing or giving, it's time to enact boundaries and become the father archetype. Pulling the Wise Man card is also a sign that you're ready to step up and be the leader for others to follow. So there's a level of maturing past adulthood. You could be approaching Saturn return where you're becoming an adult. Wise men may also come to a reading to represent a person in your life who has considerable power or authority. The person might be a lawyer, mentor, financial advisor, or a teacher who has the experience needed to guide you. If you do not have someone in your life who fits this description, you are being guided to find someone to call on to for advice. So you could be looking for this in a spouse or partner. Having a wise sage in your corner is always a good idea, or relying upon, sages of all sorts, spiritual teachers, spiritual gurus, pick a card readings, etc. And this could be even in your career. So I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link. If you want to leave a tip, you can get a personal reading by messaging me on Telegram. Thank you. Take care.